All right, we are recording. Boom, let's get busy. Woo. All right, guys, contractors, welcome, welcome. Hey, right now, live, type in, I'll look down here. I can see questions that you're asking, talk about, and we're going to share the 3 secrets to dominate your trade in your area and 10x your business. And one, it's like if you kind of, if you just sit back and imagine being the only painter or the only roofer or the only contractor, general builder, hardwood floor guy in your area. Imagine being the only painter in your area, what that would do to your life and your business. One, you just like, you name your price, you pick and choose who you really want to work for. People are lining up, waiting for you. So that's kind of like when you dominate your trade. It's like, well, what I'm going to share with you right now tonight is what you should be doing daily. And it's free. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. It's free. But when it's free, but it takes your time, it takes your effort, it takes your energy. I mean, I can't do your push-ups for you. I can tell you what to do, how to do it, show you how to do it. And a lot of you guys are like leery, like, oh man, another free training is like, what's he doing this for? And it's like, yeah, eventually I want you to see the value in this. I want you to take advantage of the offer, the stuff that we put together for you guys. All the training videos that I've been selling over the last couple of years, how to run Google AdWords, how to do Google My Business, how to hire and train excellent employees, all the training videos we're selling for like $157, $200. We take all of them and put them into one master your business private membership website. We got the private Facebook group where you get to go on there and mingle with other contractors. We do a live coaching every Sunday, but I mean, so you've got to see the value in it. But it's going to be like 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. Have your pen, paper, whatever it is. I don't know, email me. I'm trying to record this. If it works out and you missed this or you need to go back over it, let me know. So dominate your business, trade, 10x your business. Trust me. Man, if I did this, anybody can do it. If I figured it out, a little redneck kid from North Carolina, look at it, at 16, finished freshman year of high school, almost went into 10th grade, ended up quitting school, left North Carolina, moved to California. A couple of years, I'm flipping burgers at McDonald's. A buddy of mine says, Brian, you either got to go back to school or you're going to have to learn a trade where you can support yourself and eventually a family. And I'm like, man, I ain't going back to school. So, but man, I took his word. I mean, I ended up getting a job in construction, and it was hard, man. At the end of the day, man, you're sweating, you're sore. But what it did for me mentally, what it did for my self-esteem, I mean, it took it from here to here, went from a 2 to a 10 in one day. Honestly, it's like, because you were sore from working, so that kind of felt good. It reminded me of growing up in North Carolina, working in the garden, working in the fields with my grandmother. But at the end of the day, you were able to look and see what you did. You had that sense of accomplishment. I immediately fell in love with it, ended up mastering my trade, and just I was always a hard worker. So I became, the better I got at the trade, the bigger my head got. So I became a jerk, actually. I mean, it's like, I don't even know how these guys put up with it. But, I got some tools. A couple of friends asked me to do some work on the weekends. You end up making more money on the weekends than you do all week working for the guy that's paying your bills. So I can't even remember. I either ended up quitting or I got fired. I probably got fired, but I had some tools. I was in business for myself, and I didn't know shit about business. Oh man. Yeah. It's because I don't know. Once you run out of friends to work for, it's like shit. Now what do I do? and now I don't. You kind of figure it out. I ended up eating crow and calling up some of the guys that I had pissed off and had to go back to work for them. But look, man, when you got to keep the lights on, you got kids to feed, you do whatever it takes. Trust me, all the stuff that I'm sharing and I talk about charging for consultations, don't give free estimates, all of that stuff. Nothing matters. The most important thing that matters is that you get up every morning, leave your house, and come home with profit. And going through this, and the more you learn about business, the less time you spend away from home, and the more profit you end up bringing back. So, man, that's kind of what it all is. But after I started learning this, the business part, and here's what it was so I'm in business for myself, working for myself. I'm self-employed. And that's a problem in and of itself. You're employed, you're working for yourself, and working for you sucks. I was working for a gentleman, and he never had a nice big house. He never seemed to leave. And I'm like, dude, man, when do you work? How you paying for all this? And he's like, Ryan, man, I'm at work right now. I'm like, what do you mean you're at work right now? I said, don't you have to be there? And he's like, if I have to be there, it's not a business, it's a job. And that blew my mind. I'm like, what does that mean? And he kind of shrugged it off and walked away. And finally, later on, I went back and I said, no, man, I'm serious. How do you not have to be at work? If I'm not here, nothing gets done. I'm the one doing all this. And he chuckles. He said, like, do you really want to know, or are you just making conversation? And I'm like, dude, please, I want to know. I'm working 80 hours a week. And I kind of wore that as a Superman cape. I'm like, man, I'm working 70, 80 hours a week. Man, I'm making all these sacrifices for my loved ones. And in reality, it's your loved ones that are being sacrificed. You feel me? It's because you're doing, I mean, come on, man. The only reason I get my ass up, get on my hands and knees, scrape corners, all the bust your, the only reason you do that is for my wife and kids. I mean, so I'm making all these sacrifices for my loved ones, my wife and kids, but in reality, it was them that were being sacrificed because I wasn't spending any time with them, missing all the stuff that was going on at school, my daughter going, to Girl Scouts, the music, the dance lessons, all of that stuff, man, to where he was like, if you have to be there, it's not a business, it's a job. He's like, Brian, you can only make so much money with those two hands. Say if you take these two hands, you leave home every day and you come back at the end of the day and you've made $300, $500, $1,000, $1,500. Good for you. That's how much you can make with those two hands, but you're limited. He said, now, if you can get 10 set of hands, 15 set of hands, 20 set of hands to go out and bring back that profit, and each set of hand is bringing you back $500 and $1,000 a day, that's a business, whether you're there or not. So he showed me the right books to read, the right seminars to go to, the right business coaches to hire. And man, that was probably 92, 93. And I have never, ever stopped learning and listening. Back then we had the cassette tapes. Went from CDs. I asked my daughter the other day about CDs. She's like, oh shit, daddy, come on, man, no CDs. And I'm like, damn, CDs, man. It's like, you know what, 8-track, man. I grew up on 8-track tape player. You had to put it in, and eventually you had to take like a matchbook and fold it up a couple of times and put it over in the corner just to get it to play right. But there's no reason, man, with today's technology, there's no reason you should be wasting time listening to music and talk radio and the news and stuff. It's like education, education, education. And I truly believe God's wisdom of me quitting school at 16. I mean, the best thing about me was I was so dumb. I knew how much help I needed. So my mind was open and I was hungry for knowledge. But anyway, so once the guy started helping me and I started dominating my trade in my area, and this was way before the internet, and it's 1,000 times easier now because of the internet. But it was cool going to parties like the supply houses would put on parties like golf outings, Christmas parties, barbecues, that kind of stuff. And it was always fun showing up because my competitors, my friends would always talk shit like, damn, Brian, every time I show up at a job and I know you've been bidding it, I end up losing out, but I've seen the bids and you're charging more than me. What the hell is going on? And that's what, when you dominate your trade in your area, that's what it's about. Not only will you be able to charge 10, 20, 30% more than your competition, but you're going to dial it in and get so good at what you do, you'll be able to complete the job for 10, 20, 30% less than what they do. You could actually be a jerk, put them out of business if you wanted to. And that's what Henry Ford did. When you read Henry Ford's biographies, it's like every year on the board, his plan was, how can we pay our employees more, charge less for the vehicle, and as a company make more profit? So scientifically, it doesn't sound like it's possible. There's like no way you can do all three of those things, but he was doing it because they just got so efficient at everything that they did. So when you master your trade and you get that efficient and then you master your business, unstoppable. Oh man, it's a great feeling. way before the internet. So imagine not wasting time with people that aren't serious. Imagine not giving free estimates. Nothing's free. It's your time. And the greatest gift you have, the greatest gift God gave you was time on earth. And for you to waste it driving an hour, talking to a homeowner for an hour, driving home for an hour, either typing it up, writing it up, whatever. I mean, it's just nothing is free. It's either you're paying for it with your time or they're paying for a consultation. And you don't get to start out doing free estimates. Trust me, when I wrote this book for contractors only, You've Mastered Your Trade, Now Master Your Business, the original title was No More Free Estimates. And we did, like, our team and production company, we all did like these, sent out surveys and stuff, and contractors hated it. They were like, man, you're trying to put me out of business. Everybody in my neighborhood, everybody in my area, they charge for, they don't charge for estimates. They give free estimates. We always get free estimates. That's the way it's always been done. That's the way it's going to always be done. And yes and no. It's like, when you're so busy, but you're in such high demand, people are like, come on, I at least need you to talk to me. Even if you can't do the job, I need you to walk me through how it should be, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, all right, it's like, okay, but if I come over there, it's gonna be like $150 and I can educate you and I can give you all the information. And that's where I want you to get. And no, it ain't overnight. It ain't overnight. And like I said earlier, the most important thing is to leave your house every day, come home with a profit. Come home with a profit. Imagine being able to complete the jobs. If I can teach you that in these next 30, 40 minutes, how would your life change? Dramatically. Don't take, man. And again, remember, that's what I said. Promise me once I teach you all this, that you're not going to use it for evil. I mean, honestly, because in my area, in my trade, the way we're so efficient. I mean, I could almost underbid all of my competitors and make more profit than they would have with them charging more money. And so where I could underbid it, my reputation is like, well, that's a no-brainer. Why would I hire you when Brian's willing to do it cheaper? And you drive them out of business, man. But the whole thing with this for contractors only group and what I'm doing and sharing information with contractors is that in hopes we will all raise our standards, do better quality, do better work. So the homeowners are much happier. I bought the domain name Client First Contractor because it's really about putting the client first, always putting the client first. That's what these 3 secrets really are about, helping the contractor make the best decision. I'm constantly telling other guys that, like, and people say, like, look, man, if I wouldn't do it at my house, it's hard for me to do it at someone else's house. I go through all the reasons why I wouldn't do it. I go through all the reasons that these sales rep who have new products or whatever the heck they're trying to do. And what I've read and what I've talked to other contractors, I say, hey, some people are doing that. They're doing that. Here's what they're doing. Here's the results. I just educate them as much as I can. I've been in construction since '83. I've seen a lot of stuff change. These 3 secrets right here: dominate and 10x your business, 10 times your business. And it's all about the Google My Business we're going to touch on. We're going to touch on the Facebook, touch on the YouTube. And I got a big website down here with a heart on it. I would say I'm not going to touch on it, but I just touched on it. I'm touching it now. But it's the website, really, man. That's the heart of your business. Boom, 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 boom. And look, for me, it's everything. If since 2004, I sold my first business in 2002, got out of construction for a couple of years, went and did some other stuff. Find me on Facebook. Find me on the internet. But when I got back into construction, I had, through the other stuff that I was doing, I knew websites, I knew internet, I knew videos. And so I took all the stuff that we used to do that made me dominate way before the internet, and I added it to the internet, and it just exploded. I mean, it's like shooting fish in a barrel, taking candy from a baby, all of that shit. I mean, it's just not fair. And your heart and your website is that. I mean, because even if you're spending $2,000, $3,000, $10,000 a month on a storefront showroom, big sawmill in the back, your customer, I mean, whatever that is, before people get in their car and drive over to that beautiful showroom, and God bless you, let's build you, let's get you a showroom if you want one. But before they get to that showroom, they're going to find you on the internet. They're going to search you and find your website. That's what's going to start making the initial building a relationship with them, building a rapport, is that website, the way it's built. And website people don't know how to build. I mean, they know how to click the buttons and where to put the pictures and all this other shit, but they don't know how to do the writing that gets people's attention. They don't know the videos. They don't have, it's a huge difference knowing computers and which buttons to click versus knowing humans and what buttons to click. Man, I'm gonna write that down. That was pretty good. Which buttons to click. But so in all of this funnels back into the website. Everything funnels back into the website. But you taking notes, ladies and gentlemen, write it down. Boom, number one. Now here's the deal. You either pay me or you pay someone or you learn it yourself, and you're paying other people thousands of dollars to do your Facebook, your Google My Business, your YouTube, your website, your Pinterest, your all Instagram, all of that stuff. That shit takes up a lot of time. It's a lot to learn, but you've got to learn it. Even if you're paying someone to do it, you have to learn it. It's too important and it's too valuable for you not to learn it. Hire these guys in the beginning, hire me in the beginning, my company, whatever, but you've got to learn it. So, I mean, when we're doing this for contractors, we're also teaching them how to log in, how to do this, how to make it simple, get a virtual assistant. I'm working right now with, I joined a group of a virtual assistants. Man, I'm trying to negotiate and work with these ladies and gentlemen for some of the contractors that I'm coaching, because they're in need of it. They need an office manager. They need someone who can help them put the systems together that I help them and teach them how to do. But and that's what that whole master your business membership that we have, where all the training videos are. That's what that's about, man. It's like the cheapest thing on the internet right now. But you've got to learn it. So you have to learn it, pay someone, still take over, always have control of it. First one right here, Google My Business. As soon as someone calls me, so if you're in business, you gotta log in, you gotta sign up, Google My Business. And trust me, since 2004, the only advertisement we've used is Google AdWords. None of this is about Google AdWords. That's a whole separate training, whole separate thing. But it works. And I have a love relationship with Google. My phone is Google Pixel phone. Everything I have, I owe to Google because of the money that they have brought to me. I've paid them a lot of money to bring it to me, but they brought it. They never let me down. Google changed the advertising world forever. One, because you don't have to pay them until after they serve you. It ain't like you got to give money. Like when I used to do flyers in the phone book and all these other things years ago, you had to dish out money and hope it worked. And sometimes it did, most of the time it didn't. And you couldn't track if it worked or not. You're like, well, how'd you find me? You still do that. But Google was like, no. We're going to send you a whole bunch of people and you pay us later. That's like unbelievable. So you send them to the website, but all that stuff. But Google My Business, free. Facebook, free. YouTube, free. And Google, over 90% of the internet searches are Google. And I keep saying Google, and my damn phone keeps lighting up. But so Google is the world's largest search engine by far. Number 2, YouTube. And then way down on the bottom, you got Bing and Yahoo and all that duck, goose, go crap. So it's Google. So Google My Business, the history and stuff. I mean, Google has been trying a lot of stuff. Google My Business kind of snuck up on them. It used to be Google Maps, kind of still is, but they were using Google My Maps, would be way over here on the side. You'd never kind of really get to it. But the more people used it, and then stores and restaurants kind of popped up on the map, and that's how you would locate it. So Google kind of honed in and realized, oh shit, we got something here. So they kind of combined the Google My Business and Google Maps, and now when you go to search something, the first 3 things are going to be an ad. And then after that is going to be Google My Business. And that's where you want to be. A lot of people will search something, best painter near me, and then the first 2 or 3 are going to be ads. And right now, it's still dominating. My contractors beat them, but it's always like Thumbtack, Angie's List, Home Advisory, like Painters, Paint Pro. It's all these companies who are making billions of dollars each year selling leads and selling to contractors. So they're running the ads on Google. Someone's looking for a roofer or a painter or a remodeler or a floor guy. They go to the internet, boom, these ads show up, home advisory, Angie's List, Thumbtack. They're like, oh, I heard those commercials on radio. Boom, click it. They fill out all the information, send it off. That company gets it, sells it to the contractor for 4, 5, 6 times what they paid for it, and they're selling it to like 5 to 10 other contractors. So they're making a ton of money because contractors aren't doing this. Contractors aren't learning what they need to learn. But below those 3 ads is Google My Business, and that's where you need to be. And Google My Business is called the 3-pack. The 3-pack means they've got 3 legitimate companies inside Google My Business. Now they're starting to put a 4th one, and it's the very first one, and that also is an ad. And then you can scroll down, you can hit the button, and everybody shows up. But you gotta work it, man. You gotta be in that 3-pack. Takes a lot of work. That training video that we have, shoot, I think it's over an hour, but it shows you all the buttons. It shows you how to get the citations. It shows you how to expand your service area. All of this, optimize. You need to fill in everything. NAC, name, address, phone number, and I like to say email. Your hours, everything. When you're in there doing your optimizing it, you got to fill out everything. Even if you think it's not important to you or your business, fill it out. Everything needs to be filled out. For contractors, all of us, you want to be posting before and after pictures, geotagging it. There's a couple of websites that you can learn. They show you how to geotag your photos, but honestly, if you're taking it with your phone and you've got the geotag location finder on it, as you're taking the pictures, it'll geotag it. But man, there's a lot that you can do. It's like when you save your pictures on Microsoft Word or whatever the heck, in photos, and you go down there and you name it, and you name it Broski's Family Reunion 2019, and that's the name of the picture. But that name that you give all of these pictures, whatever your project is, you can do a paragraph and describe it and use keywords. Keywords is only the words that homeowners type into Google search bar to find something that they're looking for. Dance school near me, dentist near me, whatever it is, roofer, painter, floor guy. So it's the keywords. When you hear keywords or key phrases, it's just whatever humans use to find something. Look, man, like, God, what was it, 99, 2000, when the internet first started, and me and the wife were zoning it. It was like sbcglobal.net, whatever the hell it was dialed up. You had to wait forever, that crazy noise, but you finally got on the internet. And then it was just this blank screen, and you're like, what in the hell? And you try to find something. If you didn't know every little dot, backslash, hyphen, if you didn't know exactly what to type in, you couldn't find whatever you was looking for. And whatever you was looking for at that time really wasn't worth finding on the internet. I remember turning it off, going, that shit ain't going anywhere ever. And then years later, Google came out. I mean, it's Google World, Google Map, that whole thing, Google Earth, remember that? But yeah, so the before and after pictures, there's a whole lot to it. You want to have your videos on Google My Business. The videos have to be 60 seconds or less. I like to keep them between 45 and 50. Video testimonials. You ask for the 5-star reviews. I didn't say ask for reviews. When you're dealing with homeowners, you can go into Google My Business. You get the link. You can send it to them through email, but versus you really want to give it to the through text message. But really, when you're talking to homeowners, you got to let them know. Say, hey, I'm going to text you this link. It's to Google My Business. In the link, you say, please leave me a 5-star review and say something nice. You got to say it like that. Give them specific instructions on what you want them to do. Even read some reviews that someone else left you, so they kind of get an idea and they'll go, shit, I can leave a better review than that. Make it a competition, whatever it is, man. And then follow up, man. The fortune is in the follow up. And so you wait a couple of days. If they didn't review it, send them a text message, say, hey, you probably got busy, but really to help grow our business. And if you did a great job for them, they want you to succeed. Just give them a reminder. I like to send out 2 reminders. That's it. I mean, if they don't do it after that, don't bother them. Don't bother them. Maybe they're going to log in and leave you a bad review, and you definitely don't want that. When people do leave you the review, you got to answer it, man. Google likes to see you being interactive with people on Google. So if they're asking questions or they're leaving reviews, go in there and answer the review, tell them thank you. And you just don't, see this right here, zoom in using the keywords. So when someone leaves a 5-star review, whatever it is, I mean, it's like, hey, Taylor Painting did a great job, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. 5 stars, showed up on time, cleaned up. It was perfect. You don't just go in there and say, thanks, Miss Smith. No, it's like, man, it's like you go in there and you say, thank you, Miss Smith, here at Taylor Painting, sanding down and restoring and filling in the drywall and making it look brand new again is what we're passionate about. We love customers like you because we're able to take an old beat up house and wall and make it look brand new. So you fill it in with all those kind of keywords and you give a good description of what you did, all of that, just to say thank you. You with me? So it expands your footprint on the internet. Increase your self-service area. There's a couple of buttons you click. So when Google My Business, when someone's searching for something, Google likes to start with like a 3-mile radius and work out. They really don't go past 5 miles. So you have to tell Google, hey, I also work in these other areas, meaning zip codes, and they'll let you do like 20 of them. Got to build up your citations and backlinks, which just means there's so many like little websites on the internet, like local community and Nextdoor and even Yelp and all these other ones. Is like you've got to build up these citations that your Google My Business is connected to. Again, just makes your footprint bigger. Post content that serves. Google loves it. People love it. 3 things to ask every contractor. 7 ways to prep before you paint. 11 things you should do before winter, during fall, anything, stuff that you do in your trade that you know is going to help the homeowner. You got to write the articles, make them super simplistic, write them in the form of an answer. That's write the question and then answer it, write the question, then answer it, write the question, then answer it. That's huge, because the more Alexas and Google and all these people are asking questions, they're always asking questions. So when you answer it already, Google finds you and puts you in front of people. Have the YouTube stuff, post the content that serves over and over again. Q&A, huge. Q&A is big. So big to where I almost want you to kind of cheat and have friends log in and ask you questions on your Google My Business just so you can answer them. Give them the questions to ask. Say, hey man, log in my Google My Business, blah, blah, blah. Ask me this question, I'll answer it. Facebook. And we ain't running out of time on it. Okay, order pizza. We're gonna be here. So number 2 is Facebook business page. To have a Facebook business page, you gotta have a Facebook page. I mean, I don't know. I got a couple of friends that aren't on Facebook. God bless them. But again, love-hate relationship. But Facebook to me is for the amount of money that you have to spend, which is pennies, to show up in front of people. Like I said, when homeowners are typing in roofer near me, they go there and I'm telling you, those first 3-4 ads are always, like home advisory, Angie's List, Thumbtack, and now it's just growing. And these guys are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on advertisement for radio. You hear them on all different, and they got some pretty damn good commercials. Football, like during the Super Bowl and stuff, and the TV, they're running commercial after commercial after commercial, knowing that people are going to go back to the internet and search for contractors like us, and they're going to be the ones that the homeowners remember because they've seen the ads. That's what Facebook is. You don't need to spend tens and thousands and hundreds of thousands to be on the radio, to be on television. People spend more time on Facebook than they do watching television and listening to the radio. And they're right here scrolling up. And you don't need to be worldwide. Right now, you've probably seen this ad and clicked and you found me somewhere because I'm running ads, not worldwide, but United States and Canada, which is a big demographic. But yourself, you're only looking at like a 20-mile, 50-mile, maybe 75 to 100-mile radius where you work in. So it's that small to where you can dominate that. You show up and Facebook lets you pick out who you want to show up in front of. So you're able to show up in front of people over and over and over again. Do they call you right then? Probably not. But when they do need a service and they go to the internet, which search engine do they use? Google. Google. Yeah. So when they go there and they search, and then either your ad shows up, or maybe you show up on Google My Business the way you should. Maybe your website shows up, but they see it and they go, "Oh my God, that's it, dude! I always see on Facebook." That's how, man. For pennies on the dollar, you get to show up in front of people over and over and over and over again, to where it's like you're just always on their mind. And that's what great marketing is. Great marketing is making sure that you're always on the client's mind, so that when they are ready and in need of your service, you show up. They think of you. Your banner, like, so when you're on Facebook, your business page, that big top picture is called the banner. You can put 2 or 3 pictures up there. You can tag those pictures, again, making your footprint on the internet bigger. But really, man, that's just wasted space if it ain't a video. When someone goes to your website, it better be a welcome video. Build that relationship right now. Build that rapport right now. We do business with people we know, like, and trust. The more they see your face, the more they hear you saying hello, the more they're going to think that they know you. So make that banner video a welcome video, or a video testimonial. Your friends to their friends. So you got this Facebook business page, and I've got contractors all the time, and they're on their personal page doing videos, because I told them, man, you need to do these Facebook Live videos, show yourself at work. And I'll see them and I say, damn, man, you on your personal page. Yeah, man, nobody goes to my business page. I said, and they're not going to. If you gotta start using that business page, because the algorithms and the shit that Facebook does, they're going to show it to more people. There's a lot of reasons. But when people go back to your Facebook page, your business page, and they find you, they're going to see all of these videos. And look, man, I want you to do 3 videos a day live on your business page. Minimum one, but you get to the job site early in the morning, bam, Facebook Live, getting ready to, here we are, blah, blah, blah. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we hope to get done today. We'll then tune in later, see what we did. Boom, lunchtime. All right, get ready to eat lunch. Here's how much we got done in a short amount of time. When you know what you're doing and you do it right, you can get a lot accomplished in a short amount of time. End of the day, boom, 3 videos. Boom, Brian, I didn't even work this week. Get your ass out to your van, to your truck, to your trailer, to your garage, wherever it is. Go through your tools. Tell them why you got that tool, what that tool does. There's no reason for you not to be in front of the camera and on Facebook over and over and over again. Over and over again. 2 lives, 2 a day, before, during, after, pictures and video. So nothing bugs me more than seeing contractors post these beautiful pictures of the work that they've done. I'm like, who gives a shit? Nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. Unless you have a before picture, they don't give a shit what the after picture looks like. It's like flipping through a magazine. But when you show the before picture and then the home makeover, man, that's what gets them. And if you do the before picture, couple of during, and then the after, bam, that's why do you think all these home makeover shows have taken over the television on everything? They're creating channels just to post more home makeovers, extreme makeovers, buy it and flip it. And I mean, people have made millions now. Shit, that couple that's in Waco, Texas, she's got a cooking show now because her husband's, they were doing flips, and she's got all the shit at Target and the silos in Waco. I mean, it's like, because people love seeing that, the before and after, the during. And you're in construction, man. You have that gift already. It ain't like you got to hire some construction team. You are the construction team. Man, I'm telling you, there's no reason not to dominate your trade in your area and 10x your business. All right. When you're posting all this stuff, you can tag your clients. It'll show up on their Facebook. All their friends get to see it. And we just did that like 2 days ago. And like 3 or 4 of the friends were like, oh my God, I know that house. You're doing it. You're doing it. All of that. I mean, it's over and over again. It's endless possibilities. Text them the link. I love doing that. Ask them to leave the 5-star review, because I don't give, at the end of the job, I don't want you giving them like 8 places to check in and leave you a review. Go to Yelp, go to Google My Business, then you have to go to my Instagram, then you have to go to my Facebook. And it's like, no, man, Google My Business is the only one I want you to really push. But when you're leaving them a link back to your video or the before and after pictures on your Facebook, and they're like, oh my God, thank you, because they're at work, they like to see the work getting done. They're there anyway. Say, hey, while you're there, leave me a review, leave me 5 stars. Say something nice. There's an alarm saying that we got to almost get out of here. Text them the link, post the help, post the video testimonials, screenshots, all that good stuff. Always be running content ads. We'll leave that right there. So that's the whole thing. It's like, that's what Google My Business is free. Google wants to serve people looking for your services. They want to help you grow as a business because they want to entice you that you see a little results. So they're going to always be saying, run some ads, run some ads. Same with Facebook. Facebook is following Google like every step of the way. Whatever Google did, Facebook is doing because it worked. So why reinvent the wheel? So they're giving you this business page, and no one's going to find. You got to tell all your friends to like it and share it and all this. I mean, it's the whole. I go into all of it. We got everything Facebook training over 16 hours. That's how in depth it is. But yeah, but for $5 a day, $3 a day, you've got some. And when you do post, here's what I did. I'm glad I brought this up. Is every post that I do on Facebook, in my mind, it's going to be an ad. So every time I do a post, in my mind, it's going to be an ad, because Facebook is going to say boost this post and blah blah blah, and boosting it is fine. It's real inexpensive, but there's like, you can brand yourself and get in front of people. There's a whole bunch. I mean, there's like we get into it, but for $3, $5 a day, you can have like 2 or 3 ads, I don't want you running ads like call us, call us, call us. You look desperate. All right, you ain't desperate. I mean, you the guru in your trade. Okay, you the guy. They coming to you. No, quit that shit. I hate seeing contractors on all these other groups posting, if you need work done, please call us. If you need work done, please call. No, the girl don't want to go out with some dude begging for it. No, man. The girl goes after the dude that has like 8 women all over and is like, man, what's going on over there? Why is that guy so popular? Why is that company so damn busy? Why are they so good that they don't need my business? You that good. That's what you got. Mindset, man. God got choke you. Something, man. You got to get this. You got to get. That's where you want to be, man. You got to, so that people see, like, he's like, oh my God, I see that guy on Facebook all the time. He's never asking for work. All he's doing is leaving these posts, helping, like how to change a washer in the sink so it doesn't drip, how to do this to the toilet, how to do this to your roof, how to get prepared for winter, tornado season, whatever it is, man. Stuff that is valuable content that the homeowner needs to know. 12 questions to ask the contractor before you even let him show up at your address. Stuff like that, man. You run those kind of ads consistently, always showing up. Remember, you're only doing like a 20, 30, 50 mile radius, 100-mile radius at the most. That's not a lot of people. It is in LA, but and then you narrow it down so it only shows up in front of the people that you want, but you're always there, not begging for work. Jesus, you're just giving advice, man, helping. Like right now, I'm trying to help because I know eventually you're going to get so big. You got to hire me for my coaching programs. You got to get back here to this Master Your Business website that we got with all the training videos. The websites that we build, man. All right, let's move on. We got to go. So number 3, YouTube. Boom. What's the biggest search engine in the world? Bam. Google. Number 2, YouTube. Got to be there. No reason you shouldn't be there. Why? It's free. YouTube, and there is some stuff you can pay on YouTube, but it's free. It's like the biggest storage unit in the internet for free. Don't get any better than that. Again, it's just a big ass footprint on the internet. All these videos that I'm telling you to do with Facebook, you download them, real simple, upload them to YouTube. You're doing your NAP. Remember that? Name, address, phone number, throw in the email, the descriptions, the taglines, the keywords, all of that stuff, the key phrases. And it's always good content. It's all these before, during, after videos. And on Facebook and on YouTube, you get to take 3, 4, 5, 6 videos of the same project, put it into just one big, like, to where they can find it. It's all together. Oh man. So it's number 2 is search engine. Set it up. So yeah. So you want to set everything up so it looks the same. Facebook looks the same. Google My Business looks the same. Website looks the same. It all looks the same. All has the same descriptions. All has the same phone numbers. All of that stuff means it's super important. Geotag your locations when you upload videos. A couple little buttons that you click. The NAP, the tags, the descriptions. All of it. The playlist is what I'm saying. And I do testimonial playlists too. So you got 5 or 6 videos of the same project. You put it into a playlist. That way, when the homeowner is calling you up, emailing you, texting you, talking to you about their project, you're like, oh my goodness, we just did that 2 months ago, 3 months ago. You grab the link to the playlist, send them the link. Bam, they got 3, 4, 5 videos to watch of the project that they want to get done. They're watching you do it. At the end of the playlist, you got a video testimonial from the homeowner saying how great it was. They're just, because now it's like, oh my God, she's calling over the husband. Look, you kept talking about putting this off, putting it off. We got to do this now. We got to do this now. You hear on the news, everything's going up. Prices are going up. The price of materials is going up. And that's true. That is true. But make a playlist, add the links to your banner. Yeah, it's on the banner of your YouTube. You can have that, your Facebook link, your Google My Business link, your website link, all of that stuff, man. It all means something. Running a little bit late. Get ready to get out of here. So question here is, with just a little bit that I've shared, and there's so much more, I want you to see, because I want you to see that my buddy Les Brown says, it's possible. It's possible. I need you to see how it's possible that you can be the only person, you can be the only company in your area. It's like, yeah, there's other businesses doing what you do. There's other trades. But when you're doing this, and I'm telling you, the more I do these live and the more contractors I work with, more and more of it's going to start showing up. It's going to take years, but still, I want you to dominate, get in early. It's like, I don't know, like buying stock early on some company that's about to blow up, and you're the company about to blow up. But I need you to see that it's possible that you can dominate your trade and 10x your business. And that's just 3 things. I mean, there's so much more you need to be doing. I can't share everything that I've learned in the past 35 years in like 30 minutes. It has to be an ongoing conversation. I do the Facebook Lives all the time. That Sunday group coaching, I really get to, slow down and talk to the contractors, see what they're at. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's what we put together, that private membership training website. And we took all of these videos that we were selling, and I think it ended up being like over $1,500, like $1,700, $1,800 worth of training videos that we put them online in the membership area, over 20 hours, and we're adding to it. This is going up there next week, because not just all the business stuff but on that membership website, which is my favorite, is I have the personal development section. So when I sold my first business in 2000, I spent 4 years on the road doing my leadership program and personal development, mental martial arts. Because I'm telling you, man, when this changes, everything changes. So we have a whole bunch of CDs on there. This is going in there next week. Just got this thing finished up. Had to redo it for the website. And that's 21-day mental diet. Change your life by changing your mind. That's going on there, but it's all there. And it's like $97 to join, $47 a month. You get the free coaching on Sundays, all of it. That's the numbers. The Facebook group where you get to be a part of with us. But look, what I want you to do is take advantage. Send me a link, send me an email, say, hey, Brian, watch the video. I want to be a part of that group. I want you to join, not 97 down. I want you to have it for 47 down, 17 a month, and the price will never go up. The price will never go, you'll be locked in. All right. Send me an email saying, hey, and I'll make sure you get that. So rather than that, please, man, if you didn't take the notes because my North Carolina hick accent, or you didn't hear some stuff and you want to rewatch this again, in that email, say, hey, if you did record it and it looks like it worked, I'll send that to you so you can rewatch this. But you've got to take advantage of this, man. You've got to, it's free, man. The internet is free. The people are on the internet looking for your services. You can be the best in the world. I love Kevin Costner. God, look, Kevin Costner, if you're watching this, I love you, man. I won't be on that show. Yellowstone, bring me in. But Field of Dreams, what is it? Yeah, Field of Dreams, like that whole premise of if you build it, they will come. That shit is not true in business. It just isn't. You can have the best business in the world. You can be the best at your trade. I mean, you can honestly be the guru. You can be the best builder of tree houses or barns or home, whatever it is. You can be the best. But if people don't know you're the best, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Some dude is on the internet convincing people that they're the best. And if you really believe you're the best, it's your moral obligation to let homeowners know that. And the only way to let them know that is just with the fraction of stuff that I just shared with you right now. All right, I'm gonna reach over here. Anything. Everybody's muted out. If you want to unmute yourself, I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes or whatever. If I touched on something that you want to ask me about and go into more depth, let me know. Unmute yourself, and I got the headphones on. I can hear you. And if not, we're gonna call it an evening. All right, going once, going twice. I wonder if you guys are unmuted. I'm gonna try to unmute somebody. Hey, Victor, I just unmuted you. Did I do it, or did you do it?
Great stuff. Well, I'm trying to work at the same time. I gotta watch the replay. You had way too much stuff on there for one time. I gotta watch the replay. Good stuff.
I appreciate it, man. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here, and you guys can leave me some comments. But appreciate you being here, and we'll talk to you soon. For contractors only, or the Contractor Facebook group, join me there. The Contractor YouTube channel, join me. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate all of you guys. Till we meet again, keep a smile on your face. Me and your prayers, God in your heart. I'm out.